Welcome to the Backstage Bakersfield. My name is Silo. In the studio, I have a special guest, Jediah. How's it going, Jediah?
Going good. Hello, everyone that's watching. Hi.
All right. So, hey, you know what, man? We're going to be talking a little bit about everything, a little bit about a show we have coming up here. It's going to be September 15th,
Yes.
8 p.m.
Yes.
We got Jediah headlining that show here. Also, you know what? Go down the list on who else is performing.
Okay, well, obviously, I mean, I'll be performing, but also we have JT Paradox.
Yeah,
we
my
have
boy right there.
Mark Barrios. We have T. Davis. We have Chuck. And then we also have Crithel.
Right.
I think that's how you say it. Oh, my gosh. If I said it wrong, I'm so sorry.
No.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay. So anyways, 8 p.m. right here, backstage, okay? We do have pre-sale tickets on Eventbrite.
Yes.
So definitely you can find the link probably somewhere on his Instagram, which your Instagram is?
My Instagram is the Jediah. So that's JEDDYBEAR, you know, regular spelling. But yeah.
All right. Hey, you're also on TikTok too, right?
I am on TikTok.
Same name?
Same thing.
Oh,
Yep.
same handle, everybody, okay?
Jediah, you know.
Yeah, tune into he gets real creative with his videos sometimes, so you might want to, if you have never met or witnessed Mr. Jediah here,
yes.
he is very entertaining, so definitely try to follow his link. Okay,
Yes.
so you know what, we're gonna get this full podcast started here, okay? So really, you know, I think I met Jediah in like 2018 or maybe 19, and I think it was with Rod P and New Standard.
Yeah.
And you know, so I think that was the first time I met. I experienced the Jediah. Anyways, so after that though, then it was like, man, this guy is really good. So then I think we started like to begin a project, and then like a cover band project, and then next thing you know, 2020 hit, and we were all confined into COVID-19 protocols. So so anyways, you know what? So that brings me to my like one of my big questions I do ask from artists that I knew pre-COVID, and what were you doing during those times? Because I think a lot of musicians in that moment were redefining themselves, or even defining themselves, or they were even like mastering their craft. They were working on their live stream. They're working on songs. I mean, working on a new sound. A lot of things I think a lot of musicians were doing at those times. What was it that you were doing?
Well, to be honest, it wasn't really that big of a change for me when that happened. So, I mean, being, you know, just like hanging out or just like being inside is something that I do sometimes. I'm not always out, you know, being active and all that stuff. So when that happened, as far as that, you know, having to be inside, I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I guess that's what we're doing. So, but for me, I actually took the time to learn a little bit more about music production, because I do, for the most part, make my own songs. Like, I don't have anyone that makes it for me.
Yes.
And so, but you know, the process of how I do it right now is really more through like little things that I make up myself, but also I incorporate, you know, like samples and stuff like that in there to create like a full song. But I really want to try to, you know, get to a point to where I can just make a full song completely from scratch. And so I started, you know, learning a little bit more about music production. I'm still learning.
Man,
you know,
we're all students. We're all students still when it comes to that. All this stuff, man. It's like there's always new industry stuff that happens every year, and it's like, well, you got to try to keep up with it, you know. So you never stop learning, you know.
Never.
Like I've been like, I don't know, even like like there's guys like me, I've been doing music 25 years, and I'm always learning something new. Even if you only been doing it 5 years, there's guys been doing 40, 50 years, you know, like, but imagine this though, you did something that was really important, because in the last 5 to 10 years, the music industry has changed drastically compared to 20 years ago. So, like, even now, there's new things that people are doing, like incorporating these certain, you know, ways to get them to grow a little bit more, especially online and everything. So, yeah, that's a smart move, I think, you know, as far as into your production, because you do everything yourself, right? Like, it's pretty much your graphics, your posts, your videos, like,
pretty much.
Pretty much, you just like you know, a solopreneur, a solopreneur, solo artist, you know. So it's like, so yeah, because like when you do music, it's like you always focus on the craft, but then you forget like you need to manage your social media and you need to manage certain things.
There's
you know, your
so
shows.
Much. There really is so much that goes into it. So I mean, I will say, even if somebody is talented and they have a natural gift for music, whether it's through, you know, instruments or whether it's vocally, or even like music production, there's way more to it than that. So somebody can be extremely talented, but there's a business side that you cannot ignore.
Yeah,
you have to.
They call it the music business.
Yeah, in a way. I mean, honestly, like in a way, it's almost as if the creative aspect of it has to take sort of a slight backseat to the music aspect. To the business aspect of it, just because you have to know how to market yourself. You need to know, like making connections and networking and stuff. So for somebody that may not be like the most social person, you have to, learn how to navigate through that so you can build relationships with people, because at the end of the day, with a lot of situations, what they always say is it's about who you know. Yeah. And it's so annoying, but it's part of it. So yeah.
Yeah, it is, but that's the thing. It's like, if you play your cool, you know how to like socialize with people and stuff, like, those things will end up working out. You just got to keep, one thing I could say is that you have such a positive attitude all the time. Like, it feels like, like you walk in the room like, hey, and then you smile, you see that? Hey, I'm just like, dude, he's lights. I'm like, oh man, you just put a smile on my face, man.
Thank
what are you doing?
So much. I appreciate that.
So look, so speaking of your music, because man, there's some songs. We'll get into your songs in a little bit, but when you wake up, what motivates you to write? What is it, that one thing where it's like, I got to get to my computer because I got this thing in my head? Like, what is it like? Or is there any rituals or anything that, like, you do as far as like consistencies from day to day? Or is it like every Sunday I got to be productive? Or is it, tell us about Jediah. Let us in on it.
Well, I would say I don't have any rituals. Maybe I should. I don't know, like, for that, maybe that'll like help get it going. But honestly, for me, I get motivated at random times. So it's really, most of the time it's through other songs that I hear, or if I like see a performance, on YouTube from somebody, or if I see, like a video that somebody did, or watching a concert that somebody did, and I'll get all these ideas and like motivation. Like, okay, cool. Like, I want to do something, like, obviously not exactly that, but something like that, or, I want to be able to create on that level, in that capability. And so, I get motivated by a lot of different things, and it's always at the most random times. It's never just like, okay, like, cool, like, I'm just going to do this and do that. It's just like randomly something will hit me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I should do that, or I should try this, and like see if that works and stuff like that. And then my brain just starts, really just turning.
No, and I know you're the kind of guy where you see something and it's like I can do something with that, but not that. But it's gonna be my creative spin. I see you doing a lot of that, so that's cool. So going back to your music production again, your last single, I Like It.
Yes.
Yeah. So when was that released?
That was oh my gosh, when was that released? Hold on. It was in June.
June. I was gonna say May, so I didn't want to.
Yeah, it was released in June. And it's really the song, if you haven't heard it, which you should check it out. I Like It on all streaming platforms. Thank you so much. Yeah. But it's a throwback to the 90s. So if you like the song My Boo by Ghost Town DJs, check that song out. It has that vibe to it. And so, I really wanted to, throw it back a little bit and do like a little bit of a 90s feel. I know for a little bit, like, music industry was kind of going in like a 90s direction with just kind of like different songs that they were doing. And so I just wanted to have my own take on that. So yeah.
Okay, right on. Yeah, no, and I caught your show this last time that you were here. I think it was a month ago maybe. And then, man, there was this one song, what was it? A Little.
Yeah.
Or is it a little?
Yeah.
A little?
A little.
Yeah, because you have that catchy, because it just got stuck in my head. You have this catchy, what was it? Something, I don't care what people.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. I don't care what people say, because I'm going to do me anyway.
Yeah.
I like
man,
that.
Dude,
Thank
you know what, dude? Let's do a song right now.
Okay.
Okay, let's do a song. Hey,
gosh.
do you have backing tracks with you?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Okay,
I
all right.
always have stuff with me.
Okay, it's like I carry them all on me wherever I
like,
go.
yeah.
All right, how about this? Hey,
Okay.
let's do a song real quick.
Okay.
Okay, all right,
For sure.
all right, all right. We'll be right back.
I can feel the rhythm of the night. The night. I can feel the warmth rising deep inside. Inside. The freedom of moving together. Always makes the liquor feel better. They say we do too much, that's extra. Well, I don't mind. We're dancing under the moonlight, under the moon. We're dancing under the moonlight, under the moonlight, under the moon, under the moon, under the moon, under the moonlight, under the moon. Under the moon, under the moon, under the moonlight, under the moon. Girl, put your hand inside of mine. Feel my touch and lose your mind. Feel like chilling down the spine. No need to rush, we'll take our time. The freedom of moving together. Always makes the liquor feel better. They say we do too much, that's extra. Well, I don't mind. We're dancing under the moonlight, under the moon. We're dancing under the moonlight, under the moon. Dancing under, filled with anticipation, such a beautiful creation. We'll be dancing together, have this feeling forever. Body to body syncopation, this type of thing is no escaping. This love is transformation, all this love will make right under the moon.
So yeah, we just cut into the song right now. And how would you classify that song?
That song that I just did, that is
Like, how would you, or like your music, I guess, what would you, if you were to say like what message you're sending, go into it for us.
wow. Okay, I'll be honest. So when I first started really getting serious about making my own music, I didn't really have a message that I was trying to convey. I just wanted to create music and just like perform because that's what I love to do. But obviously as I've gone on and just progressed with what I'm doing, I really want to promote a message of inclusivity. My goodness. But yeah, tongue twister. Yeah, I know. But yeah, just a space where everybody can just come in. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about music is that when you go to a concert, you could be standing next to complete strangers, but y'all will be best friends by the end of the night, or at least just for that night because you're there to hear music and the same people. So it's almost like you can just bounce off the energy from each other. And I want that to be the kind of community and atmosphere that I build with my music.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So everybody's involved.
Yeah. Just a space for everyone.
That's kind of like, okay, now I'm going to go on a little tangent here. That's like the basics of folk.
Is it?
Isn't it because I think like with folk music, like everybody's involved.
Okay,
like
yeah.
folk music is supposed to be to where, I mean, ultimately with folk music though is like everybody plays it. Like, so if you're in the room, you have to play.
Right. Okay.
So that's the only difference. So it's
Okay.
kind of like, all right, maybe you don't need to play. Oh, y'all just can be spectators. Like, just play.
Oh, gosh.
No, everybody should be involved.
Yeah.
But anyways,
But that's
okay.
cool, though.
No, but that's cool though,
yeah, I
man. Like,
love
yeah,
that.
you want everybody to just vibe.
Yeah,
Just-
you know, and so like I said, it's you can be in a room with complete strangers,
Yeah.
but then get to know each other just in that moment,
Yeah.
you know, just through the experience and just being able to bond. And that's what's so cool about music. It really is universal, whether you understand the language that's being sung or not. It's just like the music, the sound, like how it makes you feel.
Yeah.
It's universal. Everybody can relate to that. So it's really cool. Like, okay, so like for instance, just like real quick, Jacob Collier, I love him. If you don't know who that is, check him out, Jacob Collier. But he is insanely talented as a musician and a singer.
Oh, okay.
And so at his concerts, like because of how musically inclined he is, he gets a lot of other musicians or like a lot of other singers, and so he'll take that opportunity and turn his concert like at a certain point into like a full blown choir and everybody's singing. I'm like, I love that. I love that so much, and I
Okay.
think that's cool. But yeah, just everybody, like we're there to hang out and listen to
Totally,
music and
man.
just be together, you know, really honestly.
No, I really like that. You know, it's like hanging out, music vibe. Well, you know, just like anytime you're at a concert or anything, like, you know, it's just like, especially like whenever I used to go to more concerts, like I used to like seeing other people. It's like, hey, you like this too? Like,
Right,
you know,
yeah.
it's like, you like this too?
Right.
I was going to ask you who your motivations were also, or what are you listening to currently also, because you mentioned one name right now.
Yeah.
What else like motivates you? Like, what are you listening to? Is it like one genre, or is it
No.
multiple spread across?
I listen to different things. I go through phases, obviously, where I'll listen to like something specific, but overall, I listen to a lot of different types of music. But right now, I'm listening a lot to Victoria Monet. Check her out. She's really cool. Very, like, her sound has it has like, it's kind of like a classic soul kind of vibe, but with like a modern twist. Very cool. She actually just released her project, so check her out. Obviously, Beyonce, love her. I'm a huge fan, so I listen to a lot of that. And I listen to a lot of house music, too. I love house music. I like the bounciness and just, you know, it really gets the feet moving and just really, like, puts you... it's just a really cool mood. Like, you can't be in a bad mood listening to house music, so I've taken a lot of inspiration from that, too.
Yeah. All right, cool. And then, because, like ultimately I want to say that it's like a pop vibe that you have, right? That's more kind of right?
Yeah, like pop,
But I've heard
electronic,
you sing everything. I've heard you do R&B. I think I've heard you do some alternative or something like that.
Yeah, that's always really fun.
Yeah, that's
that it really is fun. That's what's cool about being in a cover band, is being able to sing all kinds of stuff if that's the direction that the band is going in. And so yeah, it's been really cool being able to do that.
Yeah. So because like yours, you know, I forgot to mention, because he's also in a very popular cover band too in town, NSA.
Yes,
right?
No Strings Attached.
No Strings Attached.
Yes,
Yeah, I want to
sir.
give you guys a shout out too. You know, make sure.
No Strings Attached. Love y'all.
Okay, let's wrap this. Let's go ahead and wrap this up a little bit.
Cool.
So go ahead and what I always try to end with this question.
Okay.
If when I can remember. But what one piece of advice has a musician ever given you that you just remember and you kind of like you would like to share? You know, because like what's that one piece? You know,
Consistency is key, and I mean that's honest. And if you go online and you know look up, you know, like tips on like being, you know, a better musician, a better artist, you know, just like something that'll really help is consistency. They all say that. And because when you're consistent, people will notice. You keep, even if the numbers are low, even if people aren't really noticing at first, when you keep doing it and you keep consistently doing it, people will see that and be like, wow, this person has been doing this for a long time and they've been going at it. And so that also, I think, motivates people to give you a chance, because it's like, okay, well, I know this person isn't just wasting time or whatever, and there's something that they really like to do, so let's check them out. And then same thing with, you know, music companies, you know, like labels or managers or representation, they see that and they're like, okay, this person obviously understands the concept of just keep going, just keep working, keep at it no matter what. and they want to work with that because then they know for a fact that you have a great work ethic. But yeah, consistency, and I'm still working on that.
Man, I'm gonna totally pull that out of this because man, I like that. That was a great explanation of you because you said even for music companies and everything, like they do look at that stuff.
They do.
Like they'll look at it, like especially if you're trying to get with somebody, get with like signed or whatever you're trying to do. It's like the first thing they're gonna look at is how many times you post and then how many views. They're gonna look at views. They got to that's their level of ROI.
Yeah,
return on investment. Like really, like they're gonna look at that and just be like, oh, this is a good investment, or this is or it could be because it could be a killer song, but if it doesn't have no traction or if it doesn't have no work behind it, it's like
so
that's some solid advice.
Yeah,
Jediah.
Yes.
Thank you for coming by and doing this podcast, and also for setting up this show. Killer lineup once again. Killer lineup.
Yes.
Mention everybody a shout out one last time.
Yes, September 15th. Make sure to be here at the Backstage. The show is called Outer Limits, a multi-genre event. So you'll hear all kinds of music. 8 p.m. September 15th, right here. Shout out to No Strings Attached. I love y'all. Thank you so much. And yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. Hey, till next time.
Till next time.
All right. We'll see you all later.